Hi, to all my POA friends, once again, we are back online. How is everybody doing? I hope is well. Today topic will be going to be a very deep topic, but I'm going to keep it more light-hearted and valuable for you. So we are talking about the wealth versus women you know, and many men do know that the powers of the provider to be able to provide for ourselves and to provide for our loved ones is very important. Then again, when I was growing from my 2 million net worth, aspiring towards my 10 million net worth growth, and I thought having a clear-cut planning of my business, the strategies, the spreadsheet, the dollars to dollars that were building up on my portfolio, in my bank account, in my other investments. And I realized when I have all these numbers that were building up, by right, the relationship in my life should be stronger. Means my partner can see that, oh, wow, now that the bank account is growing, now I have a bigger property, now I have more properties. So the relationship with my women should be stronger and they should be strongly correlated because my wealth equals women. Does it make sense? But I realize all my friends out there, for those who are struggling in your finances, or for those out there who are well accomplished in numbers, and yet at the same time, there's this emptiness and misalign in the relationships that you have with your partners. Stay tuned to this podcast, and I want you to truly learn what is the missing link in our life right now. And I do know the key thing here is this: the numbers grow, our wealth grows only when I grow. So, the question to all my friends out here: are you chasing for the results or are you channeling it? So, the trap of misalignment here is this: a lot of people pursue when we have performance means I've done a good job, I have the results that I want, and the numbers coming in. Okay, and with these results that I have, and I share it with people around me, maybe with our partner, our wife, our girlfriend, or maybe to potentials out there, letting them know through the DHV stories, subtly embed how well accomplished we are. The recent house that I bought, the last investment that I made, 500,000, and all these are very, very innocent sharing that we feel excited about our performance. But the thing is this: why do some men out there, even despite all this performance, they fail to attract and to keep the woman's love and respect and attention? And I'm not here to ask you to do this to chase their validation, but to ask yourself this question: what is the difference between having these results and performance versus our immediate presence right now? Ask yourself this question. Whatever that we are pursuing in terms of performance, whether it is income for applause or whether it is numbers to impress or the status to gain respect, or even more challenging, if you ask yourself honestly, do we want all these performance and result just to fill an emotional gap, including the woman in our life to help us fill emotional gap? So there are some signs that you might be burning out. Ask yourself this question. You're always in a hurry. Means like, okay, I need to go, I need to go, having this attitude, I need to go. And there's no real joy in whatever milestone that you have, whether it is closing a deal, making the next million, or buying the next property, upgrading, making money in your investment. But there's a lack of joy. The emptiness is still there. And you thought by filling this emptiness with a relationship to share your joy, that will be fulfilled. But then again, what is the relationships attracted to? Your performance. And as a result, the performance and the relationship that you attract, they are not a part of you if you do not practice the powers of alignment, taking ownership and presence of what you have. And the key thing is this: if they come along together, when you accumulate the wealth and the result that you have, then you bring in the woman to share your joy. What happens when the wealth and the status erodes? What happened to the relationship? It's gone. But you do want something that's more fulfilling on your inside. Okay, my own personal story here is this. I used to be chasing a lot of results, building wealth after wealth, accumulating status, and I do get a lot of attention. Don't get me wrong, for those who know, I do get a lot of attention. However, the attention and the more attention that I get, it becomes more and more empty because it amplifies the need to fill them up. It's just you just imagine this, a container that you constantly tuck in and fill things, and the container becomes larger and larger and larger, and suddenly everything was removed, and the hole becomes bigger. So what happens when the hole becomes bigger? We need to fill it with more, with more women, more wealth, more accomplishment, more things to do, more work, work, wealth, woman. I tell you, the container eventually breaks. Why? Because if you are experiencing signs of fatigue, emptiness, and purposelessness, and that's where purpose only comes in when we pursue purpose and focus on our presence. And the very fact that we lose alignment of our presence, it means there's always a saying goes, the success is the destination, not the result. Oh, whatever lah. They go, it's the goal, the destination, not the journey, not the destination. You know, the journey is equally important as the final destination. What are you building yourself with this journey on? I've been there. I mean, I can totally feel the emptiness when I have all the work, all the wealth, all the women. But then there's still huge emptiness. And I do not want any of you guys listening here to fall for this trap and thinking that it is hopeless, because the more you pursue down this direction, it only fills you up more temporarily, because the experience of fulfillment will just get shorter and shorter and shorter. The window becomes smaller and smaller. So here's the thing, how you can build something sustainable for your life. Every principles that we have, our POA traits here, define the purpose. Why, for me, as I pursue this journey of towards my $10 million, 10 million net worth, the true fulfillment behind it is for my own security, honest, my own security, and also something that I can share with my family, my children, as a legacy attitude. So today, if I pass this wealth to my family without them understanding the journey and the reason why I built this legacy, is purposeless. And as I have this journey right now, it is so much freeing and meaningful. While I'm on this journey, because I will never be there. Now, when I'm there, then I give. Remember our be do have story. When I do enough, I have, then I be. And exactly the same philosophy of the powers of alignment here is when we believe, as we are doing from what we believe, this journey itself gives me the freedom to coach men out there to also journey with me, because a man that is fully aligned, he is most powerful when he's still journeying, not when he is there. And this helps me to also free genuine time to also create more impactful projects to really change people's lifestyle as I journey on this progression, knowing that there will always be growth on my finances, on my freedom, and of course to have time to coach men out there to your. So as we practice being present, the powers of presence here, it makes every people that we meet, whether it's a client, it's a prospect, or maybe even a relationship that you meet, a practice of grounding. Grounding yourself to be in the presence of every attention, whatever that triggers you, whatever that reflects you, whatever that person sharing is their worldview, for you to connect with them. And every conversation is a window of opening. And that is where you will fully experience this very present moment. Even as I speak to you on this video right now, I can feel the essence of this message in my spirit, in my blood, that is going through and channeling to you all right now. So the polarity that we have, the confidence in the leadership as we lead ourselves towards the journey that we want, continue to re-establish the meaning and purpose of the goals that we set for ourselves. And that is where, regardless who follows or not, whoever drops off doesn't matter. You are reminding yourself the strong relationship you have with your primary purpose. Those people who see that you are aligned will join you. And that is not the purpose you are doing this to attract them. Because you are aligned to your goal, that is why you are attractive. And the detachment, the final thing, the detachment from every outcome, knowing that the journey that you are going through, they might not always get you your results so early. It might be earlier, it might be later, but the key thing is this. If we continue to practice this alignment, the pursuit itself of the wealth that you want to create, the pursuit of the purposeful man, attracting the right woman in your life. And you will find so much more meaning in the work that you do. And as the saying goes, you will never have to work a single day ever again. So these are some key traits that I can share with you today. And some practical tools today for all my dear friends here is this. Every time when you are with someone or at a work, give yourself this permission to audit. Does this experience expand my net worth and also align my soul? Have times to breathe and check in every activity that you're engaging in, the powers of alignment. And every quarter, if possible, align it with a POA brother over here. What is the milestone of your wealth accumulation? And what is the relationship quality that you have with your woman? And also, are you doing work just for work itself, or are they truly aligned to building your wealth and meaning? So, my dear friends, this is a very important community that we are building here. We do not want it to be large. The community here is the powers of alignment, where everybody, all my men here, align, quality men, and as a result, having quality relationship in your life. Because the money, the wealth that we build is from alignment. And it multiplies more than just dollars from the meaning as you keep reminding yourself to be aligned. The freedom, the trust, the legacy that comes along is a result of alignment. All right. And what is one area of your life that you're spending so much time in, however, that is not aligned with your primary purpose? Give it a thought. Check in with me as and when if you want to. With that, my name is Paul. Wishing all men powers of alignment success on your journey to a better man.